Fire extinguishers. Whether at home, at work, or in public places, you have probably already seen fire extinguishers. These devices, thanks to an internal pressure generated by a pressurized gas, project an extinguishing agent on a fire by the release of pressure inside the device or by the action of a pump. But would you be able to operate an extinguisher in an emergency? Here is a scenario. It is winter. You are in a warehouse, unloading boxes from a pallet. Lately, there is a large amount of merchandise, and the radiators are functioning at high power to keep the ambient air at a comfortable temperature because the doors open often. By mistake, some pallets of merchandise were placed too close to radiators near the floor. Sometime after beginning your task, you notice a faint smell of smoke in the air. You also notice that the air seems more hazy than usual. You stop to identify the source of this rising smoke. Quickly, you determine the source of the emissions. Some boxes overheated and now there is an incipient fire in the warehouse. In this scenario, what are the right things to do? Let's take some time to review the concepts of how fire functions, the types of fire, and the appropriate types of fire extinguishers. We will come back to our beginning scenario once these different items have been covered. How fire functions. In itself, fire is the expression of a chemical reaction that produces flames, or, in other words, heat and light. We call this reaction combustion. This reaction is illustrated in a diagram called the fire triangle. The chemical reaction can only occur when three items are present. Fuel, for example, paper, wood, gas. An oxidizing agent, for example, oxygen. A source of energy, for example, a spark, a source of heat. During the phenomenon of combustion, fuel molecules decompose, forming a chain reaction. Once the fire is started, the exothermic reaction feeds the fire as a source of energy, and the fire lasts until one of the three items is consumed. If the conditions are not brought together, the fire will not be able to subsist. The types of fire. We can group the types of fire into 5 categories. Class A, ordinary combustibles. They are caused by ordinary combustible materials such as paper, wood, fabric, rubber, or plastic. Class B, flammable liquids. They are caused by flammable liquids such as gas, solvents, paints, or varnishes. Class C, electrical origin. They are triggered near live electrical appliances, television sets, stoves, electrical panels or motors, transformers, radios, etc., etc. Class D, combustible metals. They are provoked by the burning of metals, aluminum, magnesium, sodium, iron dust, potassium, etc., etc. Class K, cooking fires. Class K fires are the result of the combustion of oils or fats used in commercial cooking appliances. The types of fire extinguishers. It is in this context that different types of fire extinguishers exist to efficiently target one of the 3 components of the fire triangle according to the type of fuel present. Here are the 3 most common types of fire extinguishers. Water, powder, carbon dioxide. The composition of these extinguishers is similar. An extinguishing agent is stored in a cylindrical reservoir. A nozzle and lever permit the contents, gas, liquid or solid according to the type, to be sprayed onto the source of the flames. A tag directly placed on the device will allow quick identification of the classes of fire the extinguisher is designed for. If the wrong extinguishing agent is used, it may have the effect of increasing the blaze's intensity or putting the user in danger. This is especially the case for electrical fires. If water is used, the person operating the device is at risk of electrocution. Now that you know a bit more about fire extinguishers, let's go back to our scenario at the beginning. Before rushing to the closest fire extinguisher, you must make sure that the area has been evacuated and that the fire can be put out by an extinguisher. Make sure that emergency services have been contacted. Make sure that there is an emergency exit available behind you. If you think you are capable of putting out the flames, here are the steps to follow when using a fire extinguisher. 1. Check that the fire extinguisher is the right type to put out the fire, A, B, C, or other. 2. Take the extinguisher off its support by the handle and place yourself as much as possible between the fire and an exit. 3. Get within 2 or 3 meters, 7 to 10 feet, of the fire or as close as you can without risking getting burnt. 4. Remove the safety pin. 5. Direct the nozzle of the extinguisher toward the base of the flames and press the release lever down. 6. Use a back and forth movement on the base of the flames to cover the length of the fire. Once the fire is extinguished, you must remain on site for a while to make sure the fire does not reignite. In our scenario, the proper use of a powder extinguisher extinguished the flames on the pallet or merchandise. Several boxes are burnt, but luckily, all the employees are safe and sound thanks to your quick intervention. Appropriate training on the use of fire extinguishers allows you to be better equipped and to save lives when there is an emergency situation with fire. To learn more about this topic, please consult our e-learning platform and catalog as well as our training and professional services in risk management.